Independent developer Hemisphere has brought their popular PC/Mac game to the iPhone called Osmos, and I'll be reviewing version 1.6.3 for you today. For those who know anything about Osmos before, Osmos is an addictive, physics-based puzzle game where you simply have one objective, which is to absorb other smaller objects in order to grow your size and mass, which in turn allows you to absorb objects that were once larger than you, and win the stage by becoming the biggest. Now, to propel yourself across the screen, you must eject matter, which in turn causes you to shrink. Doing so too much may make you too small, unable to absorb any of the other objects on the screen. Now, to do this on the iPhone, you simply just tap behind your object in order to propel yourself forward. You can pinch to zoom in and zoom out, and if you swipe your finger towards the bottom of the screen, either left or right, you can increase the flow of time or slow it down. That's pretty much it for the controls. I found propelling my object on the screen to be very fluid and smooth, which is an absolute must because a lot of the movements to be doing this game will have to be very precise. Now, above and beyond just the primary objective of absorbing smaller mass, becoming larger, and then absorbing other objects which you once weren't able to absorb, there are other gameplay mechanics involved. In certain stages, the larger objects may have gravity and will pull you towards it. And in order to avoid being absorbed, you must find the appropriate amount of thrust to steer your object within an orbit around the larger mass. These stages add an extra layer of difficulty as you now have to anticipate the gravity of other objects and trying to maintain an orbit while you're trying to absorb other mass to become larger. There are 8 level types in the game. Some stages you simply just have to absorb other objects to become the largest one. Other stages, like I mentioned earlier, have gravity involved. While some stages have objects aggressively attack you, and furthermore, some stages have objects that repulse from you, making it difficult to absorb them. All in all, the main gameplay mode has 27 levels to play through. After that, the arcade mode opens up, which allows you to play any of the 8 level types at any difficulty. The main gameplay mode, it won't take you that long to finish. It took me only a couple hours, but the arcade mode has almost limited possibilities as you can randomize each stage. Now, I found this game to be quite addictive. Although hard, it is well worth it. You almost have this fulfilling achievement once you complete a stage. Graphics are very lush and crisp, especially on the iPhone 4 with full Retina display support. The down-tempo electronica soundtrack blends very well with the minimum aesthetics of the game, and as you increase the speed of time, so does the soundtrack in the game. My only really con of this game is the main game mode is relatively short to finish, and there isn't much replay value other than coming back every now and then to play a few stages. Still, the physics-based puzzle gameplay is highly addictive. The developers have done a very great job translating this game to the iPhone. Everything is there from the PC and Mac version. I think this is a very great game to have on anyone's iPhone, as controls are solid, the graphics are great, game to at first catch on to, difficult to master as the levels ramp up in difficulty. So perfect to play on the go, as most of the stages take only a few minutes to finish. Game types Impasse, which actually is my favorite personally. So to sum up, I highly recommend this game to everyone out there, those who own the new iPhone 4 or the new iTouch, as the game looks absolutely gorgeous in Retina display. Game, I'm giving it an A. Check it out on the App Store now. And be sure to check out usercreatedcontent.ca for more great gaming content. And be sure to comment on the website if you like what you see. And that is it for this iPhone game review.